everyone, Ful-O Gold here, bringing you another episode. I've got my new microphone here. I'm testing it out, so let us know what you think, if it sounds much better. Just thought we'd have a look at a bit of article here. Now, JB Prospecting has suggested to have a look at the gold mine in Haddon, that's next to the go-kart track. And so we'll have a look there, mate. Thanks for your suggestions. And if any of you guys have got any suggestions of any mines in your local area where you want me to have a research, please leave a comment and I'll get to it as soon as I can. So where we're looking, we've got the town of Haddon here, and then the mine next to the go-kart track. So obviously the go-kart track is right there, it says it there. Yep, so we got the Reform Mine number 1 shaft. Now I've had a bit of a look and there's quite a few of the Reform shafts here. I think we got 6 all up. But in my readings of research for this video, I've discovered that the lead goes sort of this direction and then kind of goes up towards it kind of goes up this way and it goes all the way over to the Glenelg Highway down here. So that's what we'll be looking at now. There's plenty of research that I've done, but I can't fit it all into this little video. So as you probably saw before, I clicked on our little thing there, which doesn't seem to be working. I found that it only works when you go to a different one and then go back to that one. So 100,000 ounces of gold in ancient and buried riverbed. That's an extraordinary effort for this area. So let's have a look. Got my little heritage thing here. So Reform GM Co number 3. Now I've read through all of this and it's the yields are different to what we just looked at on Google Earth, because there's number 2 shaft, number 3 shaft. So I think this, see number 3, that says 3,000 ounces. So I'm led to believe that this report is the whole company as a whole as to how much I found. You'll see in a second. So 1869 is when we're talking here, and I've done that again. Okay, 1869. Progress is slow, but prospects are still good. Deep ground has been proved to be tending north toward the Ballarat Basin. Progress slowed by many unforeseen difficulties. The yield for the quarter is 1,100 ounces. So now we jump to the next year. Not as good as it is expected. May not have yet reached the main gutter. Now when we talk about a gutter, it's to try and put it simply, a gutter is the normal, when you look at two kind of mountains like that, and now right at the bottom of those two mountains is a little gutter, just like a gutter on your roof. Everything kind of, the water runs down off the iron and into your gutter. So that's what the old timers mean by a gutter. You probably already know that, but for you not so experienced, I hope this helps you out understand. And so the gold would run down to that gutter and that could be hundreds of feet beneath the current ground level. Okay, so this is what we're talking about: deep lead gold country. So these guys, they may not have reached the main gutter, and when they say that, there could be gutters on top of each other due to different stages of flooding, different major events. Okay, so the yield then for that quarter is 941 ounces. Drives have been constructed into the deep ground, which has just been reached. And so this goes on for a fair while. This mine had a pretty long life line. We see 71. They jumped up to 2,000 ounces for the quarter for 3 months. Again, they had 2 good months back to back. Quarters rather. So this whole year turns to be not a bad year for them. 71. Apart from working difficulties lessen and return the return. Okay, working difficulties lessen the returns of this company. Yep, and we're still continuing on. Yield for the quarter 800 ounces. Mine let on tribute. Okay. Not yet reached its potential. So they're finding very payable ground, but they haven't found the mother lode yet, or they haven't really got it up and running properly to get its fullest potential. And as you see, yeah, they just keep going. An improvement at number 2 shaft. The tribute was given up and the mine was worked on contract. A second boiler was erected at this shaft. Works at both shafts are in good order. Then we got another good 3 months of just over 1,900 ounces. And so you know what I mean when we go back to here. Reform shaft number 3 records here a total of 3,000 ounces, or just over. Yeah, so when we look at this report here, that's obviously, you see where I can tell where I'm coming from, that this means all the shafts combined into one, because it's the same company, just 5 or 6 different shafts. And so we go through the years. 73. Yeah, really good results, getting up into the 2,000 ounces, and then really for the next 5, for pretty much for the remainder of the mine's life, they're reaching well over 2,000 ounces per quarter. And then we finally have in 1887 to 1889 recorded production. Okay, they had a bit of a slower 2 years then, but have a look at these totals though. This is really outstanding. For the whole span of its life, 69 to 89, 2,954 kilos that's kg, not ounces, of gold has been produced from this company. That's an amazing performance in the space of can't remember what it was, 19 years, I think. That's what mining's about. Yeah. So that's a bit of history there on that mine. Very productive. Now I did manage to dish up a few articles, and a bit of a sad article actually. This is taken from 1870. Reform Gold Mining Company in Haddon. So it basically says, yet the quarterly meeting was held at Craig's Hotel on 31st October, and Mr. H.C. Thorburn in the chair. Okay, the following reports and balance sheet. And it just goes on to all that sort of technical information. Some very interesting information. Looks like they're down to 288 feet. Some stage. But then we get to this accident that I saw here. It's very sad, really. He says, get up me little thing. So this is the mine manager reporting this. He says, I regret having to inform you of the two very sad accidents. So this is the mine manager reporting to the owner or the owners of this mine. He says he's sad to report the accident that have happened in your mine since my last report, both proving fatal, happening to the best of my judgment through making false blows when driving the lathes. Okay, I've tried hard to understand what making blows when driving the lathes. I know what lathes are. So if anyone has any a better idea of these, who in their wisdom knows what this is, please leave a comment. And there is always an abundant supply of timber allowed. Iron dogs had also been introduced, and every precaution taken on the part of the management to secure the safety of the men in the employ. I have to inform you that machinery has undergone some repairs during the past quarter and is now in good working order. William Thomas, mining manager. So times were pretty dangerous back then. Machinery was dangerous. No guards, I suppose, on machinery. So yeah, I tried to find out more information by looking at other articles, but it's really like finding a needle in a haystack sometimes. So there you go, guys. Thanks for that suggestion, JD Prospecting. If you haven't, I'll give him a shout out. If you haven't followed him on YouTube, he's a pretty nice bloke. I've seen him around. So thanks for tuning in, guys. If you'd like to support my channel, there's a number of ways you can. Give it a like and a comment over there on my YouTube channel. Share it with your friends and spread the love. This is Ful-O Gold, and see you in the next one.
When first I left old England shore, such yarns as we were told, as how folks in Australia could pick up lumps of gold. So when we got to Melbourne town, we were ready soon to slip and get even with the captain and scuttle from the ship. With me swag upon me shoulder, Black Billy in me hand, I travel the bush of Australia like a true born native man.